Hello, Alex here with Tech Corner, here to walk you through how you can go about adjusting a photo using Pixelmator Pro. So Pixelmator Pro is part of Apple's Creator Studio Suite, which is their Creative Suite subscription service. It's basically $12.99. I'll provide a link explaining more about that down below. But today we're just going to focus on Pixelmator Pro and how to go about adjusting the color, the saturation of a photo. So let's go ahead and dive in. So here I have Pixelmator Pro. Now there's a few ways you can import. You can either drag photos straight onto the icon in the dock. You can also just browse through the photo library. You can go browse through your Mac, or you can just create something completely blank. And just so you know, Pixelmator Pro is kind of supposed to theoretically replace Photoshop. So you can do a lot with it. But it's not, you can't do, doesn't feel like you can do as much as you can in Photoshop, but still you can do quite a bit. So for me, I'm going to go ahead and do it through the Photos app. So I'm going to just click here, and here is a photo I have. So in order to start editing in Pixelmator Pro, you can go edit with, and you should see an option that says Pixelmator Pro. And if you've used this a lot already, you can just hit the Command Enter key to go ahead and open it up in there. Now, one thing also to note is once you save it, it's going to save it in Photos, but you can always go back to the original photo. So it doesn't actually just do any physical destruction or digital destruction of the photo. You can always revert back to the original. So what we're going to do is, the simplest thing is we're going to go to color. And most people are familiar with this. If you edit photos on your iPhone or your Mac in the Photos app, you pretty much have the option where you can adjust the hue and temperature if you want. So you can give it more of a yellow tint if you want, kind of give it a more old look style. And you can always double tap again to set it back to the center. Now, they have a little magic wand here. This will use kind of AI to automatically find ways to improve the photo. And you can see it kind of did that already. So if I go back, kind of darken, you can see that blue in the sky is a little darker. If I click on this, it brings it up a little bit more. But you can always go in, if you want, and just manually adjust the photo if you want. So I might do that. Bring out the shadows just a little bit. Contrast. And else. There we go. So I'm going to bring out the clarity. And then below that they have selective clarity. So you can, if you want to, I think you can pick what you want to adjust the clarity for, which is really neat. Hue and saturation, again, you could do the magic wand if you just want to have the machine do it automatically and adjust. So there we go, right back. That kind of made things a little bit more pop out. You got the color balance wheel, so you can always adjust that if you want. I might say, okay, I want a little bit more blue in my sky. I want to darken that a little bit more. The wheel is actually a really kind of neat way to do it. Kind of like the wheels. And of course you got your curves, which is, your typical S curve you can do. You can adjust the levels if you want. You're more precise based off colors. So that is some of the ways you can go about adjusting the photo within Pixelmator. And the cool thing is you do have layers. So if you want to kind of intermix layers, you can actually do that, which is really kind of cool, and blend mode and stuff. They also have just classic film. They kind of have some presets you can use too if you want, just to select. You can kind of go through those presets if you want. Urban. Interesting. I feel like the urban kind of makes things more dull. Night. Of course, this probably is not going to work for night because this is not a night photo, but you never know. You might find something you might be like, oh, I actually like this. And then if you like a presetting, you can always right click on it and hit add to favorites. That way you can just get to it right away and go like, okay, for the most part I use this setting, I like it, I can hit add to favorites, and then when you go to your favorites, it's right there. So that is how you can go about adjusting a photo using Pixelmator Pro. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to throw a like. If you're interested in supporting the channel, feel free to subscribe. I think as of this morning we are at 197 subscribers. I would love to get to 200. And then also click on the bell notification to receive alerts when new videos are posted. Thank you so much for watching.